time on the channel. We've got a Seattle Mariners watch party for you guys. The Braves and Mets got postponed earlier today, so I said, why not? Let's do some Mariner baseball. Today they are playing on the road in Dodger Stadium to take on CH's Los Angeles Dodgers. Going to be a tough matchup for the Mariners coming off of a rough series in Texas against the Rangers. Let's move right into our starting pitching matchup today. It'll be Luis Castillo on the bump today for Seattle. Comes in a little beat up over this season. He's 3-9 on the year with a 4.85 ERA. He's got 84 strikeouts to his credit as well. And on the Dodgers side, it'll be a tough test for the Mariners today. It'll be Justin Wroblewski who gets the start with a whopping 11-2 record, a 2.62 ERA, 80 strikeouts on the year for him. He has been a tough guy to hit against opposing lineups, and he will go up against this struggling Mariner lineup here today. And let's take a look at that struggling lineup as you take a look at our lineups for the game today. For Seattle, it'll be Young, Arozarena, and Rodriguez, the top three. In the middle, Canzone, Raleigh, and Naylor. And the bottom third, Refsnyder, Wilson, and Emerson. For the Dodgers, it'll be Shohei Ohtani, the three-time MVP, leading things off. Andy Pajes and Freddie Freeman round out the top third. Max Muncy, Mookie Betts, and Tommy Edman in the middle. And then Kyle Tucker, Teoscar Hernandez, and Mr. Rushing in the 9-hole. Be an interesting game here today. The Dodgers powerhouse going up against a Seattle Mariners team that has struggled to find its footing this season. They've been very streaky as of late. They did win a big game against the Rangers, but they still lost 2 of 3 in that series. And the Mariners, their biggest problem this year has been their offense. Their pitching has been decent. Hasn't been always perfect at times, but the bats gotta get it going if the Mariners want to make a run towards the playoffs in this season. And we are just counting down towards first pitch. We got about a minute left till the 7:10 start. And until then, we will be back right after this.
Polanco sends it into right and will send Seattle to the American League Championship Series for the first time in 24 years. They will
And I just realized my mic was muted. Awesome. Fantastic. So Julio Rodriguez stands in, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 2-2 on the way, hit on the ground left side towards short, could be 2. Throw to second for 1. On to first, it's a double play. 6-4 to 3, they roll it up, and the inning is over just like that. We will be back in Dodger Stadium here in a moment. Mariners baseball. No score halfway through 1.
3-2. Polanco sends it into right and will send Seattle to the American League Championship Series for the first time in 24 years. They will remember this night and this game and that swing in the Pacific Northwest forever. He got the chance.
Back in the ballpark, Castillo winds. First pitch to Ohtani on a fastball, misses outside. And it's ball 1, 1-0. Quick work, Castillo the wind, and the 1-0 fastball hit out of play by Shohei Ohtani, and it's 1-1. Dodgers send Ohtani, Pages, and Freeman to the plate here in the first inning against Castillo. Castillo gets his sign, the wind, and the 1-1 to Ohtani. Fastball swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Ohtani calls time before the next pitch, adjusts the batting glove, stands back into the batter's box. Castillo from the wind gets his sign. And the 1-2 pitch on the way, breaking ball misses down, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Ohtani. Ohtani stands back in. Castillo from the wind gets his sign. The 2-2 pitch on the way. Swinging a fly ball straight away center field and deep. Julio going back, looking up, and this ball is gone. A leadoff home run for Shohei Ohtani, and the Dodgers take an early 1-0 lead, 1 batter in. So we said it was going to be a struggle for the Mariners in this series, and it starts off right away. Shohei Ohtani, leadoff home run to center field, makes it 1-0 Los Angeles. He got a fastball, or it actually looked more like a changeup, just got too much play to his middle down in the lineup, and that's just an easy home run for Shohei Ohtani to send that one out of here. And it's 1-0 Dodgers. In stands Andy Pages. First pitch to him, misses just outside on a sinker, ball 1. And Ohtani knew it right away as well. He crushed that one into center field. Here's the 1-0 to Pages. Fastball misses away. And it's 2 balls and no strikes. Pages stands back in, right-handed hitter. Castillo from the wind. And the 2-0 pitch on the way, swinging a line drive towards left field. Arozarena barely has to move, and he makes the catch for out number 1. So finally an out on the scoreboard, the Ohtani home run, and then a line out by Pages, one away here in the first. And that'll make way to the slugging Freddie Freeman, who has been a very hot hitter at the plate. He's batting over 300 on the season, comes in 301 coming into this game. He's 11 for his last 14. He stands into the left-handed batter's box. First pitch from Castillo, swinging a line, drive down the right field line and off the netting, foul. It's 0-1. Freddie Freeman, Braves legend, carrying over his success to the Dodger faithful. Stands back in, Castillo from the wind, kicks and fires an 0-1, and another ground ball off to the right, foul, off the baseboards of the Mariner dugout. And it's 0-2 to Freddie Freeman. Nobody on, one out. We're in the bottom of inning number 1 from Los Angeles. Already a 1-0 lead for the Dodgers in the Shohei Ohtani home run. Castillo from the wind, kicks and fires an 0-2 to Freeman, misses in the dirt on a changeup. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Freeman stands back in, Castillo gets his sign. And the 1-2 pitch on the way, swinging a line drive towards right center field. That's going to fall in for a base hit for Freddie Freeman. Cut off by Canzone in right center field. Freeman has got a 1-out hit here for the Dodgers. Just another one that got too much plate for Castillo, especially on a 2-strike count against a good 2-strike hitter in Freddie Freeman. He just shortens it up and hits it into right field for a base knock. And already 2 hits for the Dodgers, a home run by Ohtani and now a base hit by Freeman. He gets his lead off of first, and standing in now would be Max Muncy. Castillo from the stretch for the first time, kicks and fires, and a slider is fouled away at the dish. No balls in, a strike to Muncy. Muncy, left-handed hitter, batting .256 on the season, coming into play today. Stands back into the left-handed batter's box. Castillo from the stretch, peeks back at Freeman and comes set. And the 0-1 pitch on the way. Breaking ball hit high in the air, deep to right field. Back is Canzone, just in front of the track. Muncy just missed it. Canzone makes the catch and fires it into second base to hold Freeman at first. A loud out number 2 there for Max Muncy. So 2 away now here in the first, as Muncy flies out to deep right field. In stands the right-handed hitting shortstop Mookie Betts. As we get a brief timeout here on the field. And now we are ready to go. Mookie Betts stands into the right-handed batter's box. Freeman still the guy at first, gets his lead. Castillo from the stretch, gets his sign and comes set. And the first pitch to Betts. Fastball misses inside, ball 1. Betts on the season, .229 hitter, batting in the 5-hole today here for the Dodgers. Stands back in, awaits the 1-0 from Castillo. Here she comes. Fastball hit, foul off to the left, and it's 1-1. Already a run home in the inning. 1-0 Los Angeles here in the first. The Shohei Ohtani leadoff homer. Castillo from the stretch comes set. And the 1-1 pitch on the way. Fastball hit in the air to right center field. Canzone going back just in front of the track. In fact, he backs a couple steps onto the track to make the catch. And the inning is over, but the game starts with a Shohei Ohtani home run to center field. The leadoff bomb puts the Dodgers on top, 1-0 here in LA.
Polanco sends it into right and will send Seattle to the American League Championship Series for the first time in 24 years. They will remember this night and this game and that swing in the Pacific Northwest forever.
He got the changeup, and he finally got one through. Somebody finally came through to be the hero. Jorge Polanco. What a game.
One of the greatest playoff games we may ever see ends in the 15th inning with the longest tenured Mariner, J.P. Crawford, scoring the winning run.
And we are back at the ballpark. Seattle comes back to the plate, trailing 1-0 here against Wroblewski. First pitch to Dom Canzone, who stands in as a fastball in for a strike. And it's 0-1. So it'll be 4, 5, and 6 due up here for the Mariners after they went 1, 2, 3 in the first. Canzone lines this one towards second. One hop into the glove of Edman, who turns and fires to Freeman at first. And Canzone, a ground out victim to start the second inning here for the Mariners. Justin Wroblewski, 16 pitches here with one out in the second. In stands the big dumper himself, Cal Raleigh, who's having a dreadful season at the dish, just to be frank, batting $165. First pitch, swinging a drive left field and deep. This ball is back. This ball is deep. This ball is gone into the bullpen for Cal Raleigh. And the Mariners immediately tie the game. Cal Raleigh goes deep into the bleachers in left field, and the big dumper ties it. So a huge swing for Cal Raleigh to tie the game at 1 apiece. What up, Charles? You came in at the right time. Cal Raleigh just hit one into the Dodger bullpen out in left field off of Justin Wroblewski to tie this game. Now Josh Naylor to the plate, takes inside. We also missed a ball as well, so now it's 2-0. A much-needed home run for Cal Raleigh right there. 164. In his career all-time Mariner list, he's in he's in sixth behind Alex Rodriguez, who is at 189, the next closest, but Cal Raleigh moves up the list in Mariner history and ties the game at 1 apiece. 2 balls and a strike to Naylor, chops it foul off the first base side, and it is 2-2. Good to hear it, Charles. Welcome in. Came in at the right time. Naylor stands back into the left-handed batter's box. 2 balls and 2 strikes from Justin Wroblewski comes set. And the 2-2 pitch on the way misses outside on a sweeper. Full count to Naylor now. Naylor stands back in. Wroblewski fires, and Naylor pops it sky-high left side, third base area. And it'll go over the Dodger dugout, out of play, still 3-2. Naylor stands back in. Wroblewski comes set. And the 3-2 pitch on the way. Naylor grounds it to the right side. Freeman smothers, and he will jog to first base for out number 1. For out number 2. So 2 away here in the second inning. A run home for the Mariners. What up, Sam? Know the book is what that says. Ooga booga indeed. Here's Rob Refsnyder, who will stand in against Wroblewski. First pitch to him. Breaking ball taken for a strike. Rob Refsnyder, not an everyday guy for the Mariners, but he's just batting $133 on the season. What up, Yep, I am Pickle Boy. That one misses downstairs on a changeup to Refsnyder, and it's 1-1. Wrobleski back from the stretch, gets his sign, and the 1-1 pitch on the way. Refsnyder swings and misses at a slider that was down out of the strike zone, and now he's behind 1-2 here to Justin Wrobleski. Refsnyder calls time briefly before the pitch, stands back in. Wrobleski from the stretch gets his sign, and the 1-2 pitch on the way. Fastball stays high, and it's 2-2. So a home run by Cal Raleigh with one out here in the second inning ties the game. We're off to a good start here in Los Angeles. Refsnyder stands back in. Wrobleski ready for his 2-2. Here she comes. Misses downstairs, full count, and it's 3-2. Refsnyder stands back in again. Good at bat here against Wrobleski. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch. Fastball fouled out of play, and they'll do it again. So Refsnyder adjusts the gloves for a moment, stands back in. Wrobleski on the bump. 3 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. The payoff on the way. The pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss by Refsnyder, and he goes down swinging to end the inning, but not before the Mariners tie the game. Cal Raleigh sends one into the bullpen in left field and ties the game at 1 apiece here at Dodger Stadium.
Polanco sends it into right and will send Seattle to the American League Championship Series for the first time in 24 years.
You hope Chom comes in here? Why do you hope Chom comes in here? I mean, I hope Chom comes in here too, but why are we looking for Chom? Oh, I need to update my scoreboard.
They will remember this night and this game and that swing in the Pacific Northwest forever.
He got the changeup, and he finally got one through. Somebody finally came through to be the hero. Jorge Polanco. What a game.
One of the greatest playoff games we may ever see. Ends in the 15th inning with the longest tenured Mariner, J.P. Crawford, scoring the winning run.
God, Sam, if you're still in here, I just opened Fitzy's chat for a second, and the chat is just Mr. Canadian Turkey, 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 Mr. Canadian Turkey. Holy crap, he's spamming the crap out of Fitzy. That was a long commercial break, but we're finally back at the ballpark. For the bottom of the second inning, Castillo winds and fires inside to Tommy Edman, who lead things off here for the Dodgers. 6, 7, and 8 due up here for LA in the second inning. Couple hits off of Castillo as this one is ripped to the right side. Snared on a line by Naylor, who makes the catch on a line at first base, and there's one away. So one away here in the inning. Couple hits for the Dodgers in that first inning against Luis Castillo, including the leadoff home run by Shohei Ohtani. And then a base hit by Freddie Freeman as well, but a line drive catch there from Josh Naylor to start the inning. Good play. And now in stands Kyle Tucker. First pitch to him, fastball, swing and a miss on a hearty hack. And it's 0-1 to Kyle Tucker. Batting .239 coming into play today. Tucker stands back in, the wind, and the 0-1 pitch. Fastball stays high that time, and it's 1-1 from Luis Castillo. One out, nobody aboard. We're in the bottom of the second inning, tied at 1 apiece in Los Angeles. Castillo winds, and his 1-1 offering misses outside. And it is 2 balls and a strike. Tucker stands back in. He's ahead. The wind and the 2-1 pitch. Grounded foul off the first base side. And it's 2-2 to Kyle Tucker. Calls time before this next pitch. Most of these MLB players call time when they're down 2 strikes. Tucker is no different. Stands back in. Castillo from the wind kicks and fires a 2-2. Fastball misses just off the plate. Full count, 3-2 now. Tucker stands back in. Castillo gets his sign, awaits a 3-2. Here she comes. Fastball swinging a line drive into right center field. Canzone's going to have to play it on a hop. Base hit for Kyle Tucker into right field. And the third hit already for the Dodgers. This one from Kyle Tucker with 1 out in the second. And there's a runner aboard here for LA. So Tucker's on at first. Teoscar Hernandez will now get a chance to swing. King Tuck, yes sir. Unfortunate though, because I'm rooting for the Mariners in this game. Teoscar Hernandez stands in. Castillo from the stretch kicks and fires. Fastball outside corner for a strike. So runner on first is Kyle Tucker. 1 away here in the second. Castillo gets his sign, comes set. Look back at Tucker. Long look, and now the pitch. Swing and a miss. He flailed at a slider way out of the strike zone. And it's 0-2. I like the Mariners. You stick to the Braves. Castillo set. And the 0-2 pitch on the way. Swinging a ground ball towards second. Nailed by Young. Flipped to short for 1. On to first. It's a double play. And the Mariners get out of the inning on a 4-6-3 double play. Some words being exchanged from one of the players and the first base umpire. And we will not see the result of it. I don't think anything's going to come of it because they're going to go to commercial here. But somebody was not happy with something that just happened there. But they go to commercial break. Mariners get out of the inning on a double play. Hey, I like the Mariners too, Sam. They're my number 2 team because I live in the Pacific Northwest. What are these cheesy MLB Shop commercials? Is Sinbin's game still going on? That game was taking forever. Oh my god, he is still alive. And they're only in the 8th inning? Oh my god. He took his hat off too. Oh, he's struggling. Let's take a look at Fitzy's score. 1-0 Athletics over the Red Sox. Oh no. I swear these commercial breaks have been the longest thing of all time for this Mariner game. Hey, we're finally back at the ballpark. Justin Robleski is already coming set. They cut that very fast. In stands Wilson, and the first pitch to him is a breaking ball in for a strike, and the third inning is underway here from Dodger Stadium. Wilson, the Mariners' third baseman here today. The 0-1 from Robleski. Swing and a miss on a fastball. And it's quickly 0-2. Dodger defense, by the way, Muncy, Betts, Edman, and Freeman from left to right on the infield. Hernandez, Pages, and Tucker from left to right in the outfield. Wrobleski's 0-2 to Wilson. Breaking ball misses outside, and it's 1-2. Wilson stands back in. Wrobleski set. Long look in. And the 1-2 pitch on the way. Swinging a foul ball. The bat goes flying with it all the way to the screen over by the dugout. And he actually did not make contact. He swung and missed and lost the bat in the process. It's a strikeout. You're going to show another replay. I thought he made contact with it as he swings. Nope, he just swung and missed, and the bat goes flying with it. So a strikeout of Wilson. And there's one away here in the third inning. Colt Emerson will stand in now here for the Mariners. He takes a strike. It's 0-1. Wrobleski at 36 pitches here in the third inning. Gets his sign and the 0-1 pitch. Check swing, didn't bite, and it's high for ball one. So it's 1-1 here to Colt Emerson. No, actually, that's J.P. Crawford. So the Mariners scoreboard on their broadcast says it's Colt Emerson, but it's actually J.P. Crawford who is batting right now. Another one stays high, and it's 2-1. So that got me all discombobulated, but it's J.P. Crawford at the plate right now for Seattle, and they just changed it. And in fact, Colt Emerson was in the starting lineup for today's game. And now J.P. Crawford, who was originally not starting today, is in there. But everywhere, including the pregame on MLB.com, everywhere when I checked, ESPN had Colt Emerson starting at shortstop today, but he is apparently not, and it's J.P. Crawford who's batting here. There was a brief time, so the count's still 2 balls and a strike. Wrobleski comes set. And the 2-1 pitch on the way. Crawford fouls it off to the left, and it is 2-2. Another pause here in between pitches. Crawford slowly walks his way back into the box. Wrobleski toe to rubber. And the 2-2 pitch on the way. Crawford swings and misses for a strikeout. Back-to-back for Wrobleski to start the inning. And there's 2 away here in the third inning. Just a fastball. Crawford got ahead of it, kind of yanked his head out of it as well. As Wrobleski just fired in a fastball, Crawford swung right underneath it. And now in is Cole Young, who squares around the bunt, gets it down third base side. Bare hand, no play. And a base hit on the third base side on a bunt by Cole Young keeps the inning going. Small ball. Sometimes you got to do it. And the Mariners do it there, and Cole Young coming back down the first baseline is all smiles. A bare hand try there for Max Muncy, but he had no chance, couldn't even field it cleanly. And the Mariners have a 2-out base runner. So now Arozarena will get a chance to swing. First pitch to him, misses down on a changeup. So runner on first here with 2 away in the third inning for Seattle. Wrobleski gets his sign, comes set. And the 1-0 pitch on the way. Arozarena yanks it foul down the left side. And it is a ball and a strike. Arozarena calls time before this next pitch. Just the batting gloves a little bit. Wrobleski back onto the mound, and now another lengthy moment in between pitches here. Now they're ready. Wrobleski comes set. And the 1-1 pitch on the way. Arozarena in the air to right center field. Ranging back is Kyle Tucker, and he will make the catch to retire the side. Mariners strand 1, and we are through 2.5 from Dodger Stadium, tied at 1 apiece.
3-2. Polanco sends it into right and will send Seattle to the American League Championship Series for the first time in 24 years. They will remember this night and this game and that swing in the Pacific Northwest forever.
He got the changeup, and he finally got one through. Somebody finally came.
Sorry, Sam, I had to get up and get water. I'm sorry.
Polanco, what a game!
I needed water.
One of the greatest playoff games we may ever see ends in the 15th inning with the longest tenured Mariner.
I had a couple different
J.P.
calls in
Crawford
here on this
scoring
Be
the
Right
winning
Back
run.
screen. I had a couple different audio clips, but they're not working for some reason. That's the only one I can get to play. It's the only highlight Mariners fans have in the last 20 years. But we're back at the ballpark anyway. And we're getting some sort of sideline report from Mr. Brad Adam, and I think he's talking about the grass at Dodger Stadium. That's what it's come to, Mariner fans. Our sideline reporters are talking about the grass at Dodger Stadium. Here's Dalton the Rushing, who stands in and lines the first pitch down the right field line. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Turning and heading for second is Rushing. Throw in from Canzone, and it's a stand-up double for Dalton the Rushing to start the inning. So runner on second right away here for the Dodgers. And now back to the top of the order, and Shohei Ohtani. It'll lead off home run to start the ball game. You're just bad at editing. I am bad at editing, Sam, and I will be the first to admit it. I am very new to this. Very new to this. Shohei Ohtani takes a fastball high, and it's ball 1-1-0. Castillo from the stretch gets his sign, and the 1-0 pitch to Ohtani misses high on a fastball. And it's 2 balls and no strikes. Shohei Ohtani, you're almost to the point where you don't even bother pitching him a strike. Already took you deep once. You got a runner on second with nobody out here. Dangerous territory. And the 2-0 pitch misses outside on a changeup. 3 balls and no strikes to Ohtani, and now this next pitch should be nowhere near the strike zone. Dalton got card. Oh, sorry, Chase Cad did. Oops, my mistake. Now they just put him on. They don't even throw a third pitch at him. Or a fourth pitch, rather, I should say. So Ohtani's on base, first and second now here for the Dodgers. And still nobody out. Andy Pages will come in now. Castillo from the stretch, and his first pitch, fastball, in there for a strike. And it's 0-1. Mariners rotation on the road trip has pitched 20 innings. They've allowed 20 earned runs in 20 innings. Opponent batting average .314, and they've given up 6 home runs. They had a rough series in Texas. 0-1 to Pages, check swing, no go on a pitch outside, and it's 1-1. They hit it, changed to card. What? Now I'm confused. 1 ball, 1 strike, Pages. Castillo comes set, and the 1-1. Pages grounds it off the first base side. A little cue shot goes foul, and it's 1-2. Where's Scribbs? I would like to tell him to be a Rams fan again. Hell no. Brief time before this next pitch. Pages stands back in. Castillo from the stretch. Runners get their leads. Castillo comes set. And the 1-2 pitch on the way. Pages fouls it off himself, and the count remains 1-2. Plate umpire gets some new baseballs, which causes another delay in between this pitch, and now Pages calls time. I swear, there's no pitch clock in this game. I swear every at-bat, the in-between pitch time has been excessively long. My phone corrected hit to instead saying card. That's why you read it that way. Oh, Dalton got hit. I see. Castillo's 1-2. Pages takes high on a fastball. It's still 2-2. Pages stands back in. Castillo from the stretch. Comes set. And the 2-2 pitch on the way. Swinging a line drive into center field. Sinking fast. That ball's going to get down a base hit. Runners had to hold up for a moment. Julio gets it in quickly. Rushing moves up to third. Ohtani to second. A base hit, station-to-station base running here for the Dodgers, and the bases are loaded. So a little flare into right center that was slicing away from Julio Rodriguez. He didn't have a chance, but Dalton rushing had to kind of freeze to make sure Julio couldn't get to that ball. And that might have saved the Mariners a run, but now the bases are loaded for Freddie Freeman, who will come to the plate. Bases full of Dodgers. Castillo comes set. Freddie Freeman at the plate. First pitch, swinging a foul ball off to the left, and it's 0-1. Castillo from the stretch gets his sign. Runners get their leads. And the 0-1 pitch on the way, swinging a ground ball past the mound, up the middle. Stepping on the bag for one is the shortstop Crawford. Throw to first is in time. 6 unassisted, 3 on the double play, but a run does come across. And it is 2-1 Los Angeles. So no RBI because he grounded into a double play for Freddie Freeman. But the run does come home. Now just a runner at third base. And it's 2-1 LA. Muncy stands in now, takes a strike, and it's 0-1. Muncy 0 for 1 in the ball game. Runner at third base is Shohei Ohtani. Castillo set the 0-1 to Muncy. Inside, ball 1-1-1. Castillo gets his sign from the stretch, comes set. And the 1-1 pitch on the way, another sinker stays high. And it's 2 balls and a strike to Mets Muncy. Ohtani the runner at third. Dodgers take the lead here in the third inning. Run scored on the grounding into a double play by Freddie Freeman. So no RBI for Freeman. Castillo comes set. Muncy awaits a 2-1. Fastball's hit on the ground right side, snared at first base by Naylor, and he'll step on the bag for the final out of the inning, but the Dodgers do take the lead back here in LA. We head to the 4th inning. It's 2-1 Los Angeles. Let's get a little score update around the league while we wait in this commercial break. Why not? Braves-Mets got postponed. Make it up in a doubleheader tomorrow. Astros currently beating the Angels 2-1 in Los Angeles. The Athletics currently leading Fitzy's Red Sox 1-0 in Sacramento. From San Diego, the Rockies are beating the Padres 4-2 in the 4th inning. And the Brewers and the Giants have the Brewers up 2-0 with the bases loaded as well for the Brew Crew. Also live across the league, bottom 8 in Detroit, 12-0. That doesn't seem right. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, so the MLB app is being weird because it is saying a lot of these games are still active even though I know they're not. Okay, so the MLB app's having trouble updating, so I'm going to go to ESPN here. Cardinals got demolished by the Cubs 10-2 today. The White Sox lost to the Yankees at home 3-2. The Twins walked off the Royals 3-2, the final score. Game 2 of the doubleheader between the Reds and the Guardians. The Reds take a 2-0 win. The Nationals beat the Blue Jays 8-6. The Rangers beat the Rays 4-1. The Marlins beat the Phillies. Thank you, Marlins, 1-0. Tigers demolished the Orioles 14-0, and the Diamondbacks beat Mr. Samuel's Pirates 8-7. And in game 1 of the doubleheader that we saw from Sinbin over there, 6-5, the final score. Cleveland got the win in that back-and-forth game. Again, as we mentioned, the Braves and the Mets got postponed today. And we are currently in a 2-1 game here in Los Angeles at the end of 3 from Dodger Stadium. What up, Chris? Back at the ballpark, Julio Rodriguez is down 0-1 in the count. 2-1 Los Angeles, top of the 4th inning. Turn down crowd noise a little. Yes, sir. Rodriguez now down 0-2 here in the count. Oh, I know why. I had it so loud because I didn't have my volume up on my headphones very much. That makes sense. 0-2 to Julio, swinging a fly ball, well hit left field, and not even moving is Hernandez. It's gone! Julio Rodriguez hits it out. And this game is tied again at 2 apiece. On an 0-2 pitch, Julio Rodriguez got out in front of it a little bit, and he just barreled it up and drove it out of here to left field, and this game is tied at 2 apiece. And now on the next pitch, Canzone grounds it to the right side. Good snare by Edman, and the throw to first is in time for out number 1. Julio knew it right away when he swung. Hernandez didn't even bother moving, just watched it fly out in the bleachers in left field. And this game is tied at 2 apiece. So 1 away, nobody on here in the 4th, but a run home for the Mariners. Raleigh drives this one down the left field line, but foul. Whoa, he was way out in front of it, but he crushed that baseball. And it's 0-1. Raleigh went deep earlier in the ball game. Mariners have 2 runs on a couple solo shots from the big dumper and now most recently Julio Rodriguez. 0-1 from Robleski, swinging a foul ball straight back by Cal Raleigh, and it's 0-2. Come on, Robleski, dial in. No, we do not want Robleski to dial in. Robleski set. Long look in, and the 0-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. Down goes Cal Raleigh for out number 2. So Raleigh goes down very quickly. 2 quick outs after the Julio home run as well. And there's 2 away, nobody aboard here in the 4th inning. And that'll make way to Josh Naylor now, the 6-hole hitter here for the Mariners. I have him in fantasy. Okay, fair enough. First pitch to Naylor. Hit the other way to left field and down for a foul ball. It's 0-1. Naylor 0 for 1 in the ball game coming into this at bat. Robleski set. And the 0-1 pitch on the way, swinging a foul ball off of himself for Josh Naylor, and it's 0-2. Brief pause in between pitches here. Naylor calls time. Home plate umpire also comes out and brushes off the plate that I'm sure had 1 speck of dirt on it. Now we're ready to go. Naylor stands back in. Wrobleski gets his sign. And the 0-2 pitch on the way. Naylor poke job into center field, sinking fast and down into no man's land for a base hit. So Josh Naylor gets a hit here with 2 out, and the inning will continue here for the Mariners. Just a little flail of a base hit from Naylor. The pitch was way out of the strike zone. He just kind of lunged at it, hit it off the end of the bat, and just served it into no man's land in between the center fielder and the shortstop. Betts going back for it. And there's a runner on with 2 away here for Rob Refsnyder. Wrobleski from the stretch comes set. Long look in and a pickoff move towards Naylor at first. He's back in standing up. So Refsnyder stands back in, awaits the first pitch of the at-bat. Refsnyder takes down. And it's 1-0. Oh my gosh, Chris, thank you. You don't have to do that. You don't ever have to do that. I appreciate that. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. You never have to do that. 2-0 to Refsnyder, breaking ball in for a strike, and it is 2-1. In there for a strike, and it's 2-2 on a changeup that time. Runner on first here with 2 away in the top of the 4th inning. Wrobleski comes set. Here comes the 2-2. Refsnyder fouls it off. Runner was on the move as well. Everybody back to their places. Wrobleski from the stretch comes set. Deuces wild again. Refsnyder fouls it off again. And they'll do it at 2-2 again. Refsnyder stands back in. Wrobleski comes set. And the 2-2 pitch on the way misses down. And he's worked it full 3-2. Well, I appreciate it, Chris. Very much appreciate it. Wrobleski comes set, the 3-2. Refsnyder drills it to left field. This ball's crushed down the line. Does it stay fair? It's off the foul pole! Rob Refsnyder hits it off the foul pole. It's a 2-run homer, and the Mariners take the lead. What an at-bat by Rob Refsnyder. He hits it off the foul pole and gives the Mariners a 4-2 lead. And even though he's on your fantasy team, Chris, that one is for you. Yes, sir, 4-2 Mariners. And now Wilson stands in. He's down 0-1 in the count. And the next pitch to him is down on a slider. 1 ball, 1 strike. One to Wilson, swinging a check swing, ground ball to first. Freddie Freeman's got it. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the inning comes to a close. But big business for the Mariners. A couple home runs. Julio Rodriguez started it to tie the game, and then a couple batters later, a 2-run homer by Rob Refsnyder to give the Mariners a 4-2 lead. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. Sinbin, welcome in. Mariners just took the lead 4-2 over the Dodgers on a couple home runs. I appreciate it, Sinbin. How was the finish of that game? I feel like that game was like 10 hours long. Go Mariners. Yes, sir, Sinbin. Where's CH? I need CH in here. He's probably over hanging out with Fitzy. Three-hour game, hour and 7-minute rain delay. Yeah, I was in there for most of it, Sinbin. Andy Fitzy wants to know if you are having mac and cheese with pickles. Hang on. I'm typing right now in Fitzy's chat. All right. I said, no, I'm not having mac and cheese and pickles. How about them Dodgers, eh? And then I sent a little kissing emoji. And I'm just going to exit out of it and let that play as it may. As we're back in the ballpark here in Los Angeles, we're having all kinds of fun here tonight. 4-2 Mariners. Betts is already down, nothing in one in the count. Now grounds this one up the middle for a base hit. So Mookie Betts with a base hit. As I am not paying attention, I'm messing with fellow acquaintances over in Fitzy's chat. Base hit for Mookie Betts. Runner aboard here for the Dodgers with nobody out here in the fourth inning. Blue Jays 6, Nationals 8. Okay, so the Blue Jays hung around that first inning. That first inning just killed them. Only bread and butter pickles for me. Yes, Chris! You're the first person to take my side. That one's in there for a strike on Tommy Edman. And it's 0-1. So runner on first, nobody out, bottom 4. 4-2 Mariners, tying run at the plate here for the Dodgers, represented by Tommy Edman. Castillo from the stretch is 0-1, misses high. Edman had to bend out of danger there, and it's 1-1. Sun beginning to set in the skyline in Dodger Stadium. Castillo set the 1-1. Swinging a line drive towards left center field. Julio long run's not going to get it. It's going to get down and split the outfielders. It goes all the way to the wall. Betts is around third. He's getting the windmill, and he will come around to score. It's a 1-run ball game. RBI double for Tommy Edman, and just like that, it's 4-3. So an offensive start to this game. Back-to-back hits for the Dodgers to start this inning. A base hit, now a RBI double by Tommy Edman. 4-3 here at Dodger Stadium. Bieber gave up 6 walks, an infield hit, and a sac fly, and was chased after giving up 4 runs. Yeah, I was there at the beginning of that game, Sinbin. I probably left like 6th inning-ish. Yeah, that was miserable. And I apologize that you had to sit through that. Kyle Tucker at the plate now, ahead 1-0 in the count, and the next pitch fouled out of play. And it's 1-1 to Kyle Tucker. Record for an inning. Oh my God. Castillo comes set. Edman his lead off to second base. And the 1-1 pitch on the way. Tucker fouls it out of play again. And it's 1-2. Chris, you had to like be actually watching it to know how like, oh my God, this is. Like, wow. Major League pitcher could not find the strike zone to save his absolute life. Castillo ready. Here's the 1-2 on the way to Tucker. And a check swing, appeal to third. He did not go. And it's 2-2. So runner on second base still in Tommy Edman. Nobody out in the fourth inning. Dodgers back within a run. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Castillo looks back at Edman once and the pitch. Changeup misses down, and it's full at 3-2. So 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Kyle Tucker. He's 1 for 1 in the ball game already, by the way. He has a base hit in this one. Castillo from the stretch comes set. And the 3-2 pitch on the way, swinging a line shot but foul off the netting off to the right. And it's still 3-2 to Kyle Tucker. Trade value in the toilet too now? Yeah. Yeah, that's tough. I think the Blue Jays are going to sell pretty big at the deadline. That's just my opinion. Castillo, pick-off move towards Edman. So Julio Rodriguez, they were just showing a replay. Don't have any sound here watching it on my television, but Julio Rodriguez looks like he was trying to point out something like up in the air to one of the umpires perhaps. I don't know exactly what he was pointing out. Castillo's 3-2. Tucker, another check swing. He did not go. It's ball 4. So the third consecutive batter to reach base here for the Dodgers, and it's first and second, still nobody out in the fourth inning. It looks very hazy in Los Angeles when they cut to a view that has the skyline. It looks very hazy in LA. Teoscar Hernandez will stand in now. Time called before the pitch by the home plate umpire, and it looks like we're going to have a mound visit here by the Mariners. All their infielders come in, surround Castillo on the bump. Cal Raleigh looks like he's leading the meeting. There is no coach that came out of the bullpen for this. This is a players-only meeting on the bump. First and second here for the Dodgers. Nobody out, bottom 4. 4-3 Mariners. Fitzy with all the pickle hate. I'm glad somebody agrees with me, Chris. I've been trying to tell these guys that pickles are awesome. None of them believe me. Umpire has to go out and break up this meeting. We're ready for baseball now. Castillo stands in, or rather Hernandez stands in here against Castillo, and the first pitch to him. Slider misses outside. It's ball 1 to Teoscar Hernandez, who is 0 for 1 in the ball game. That one misses as well, or excuse me, that was a strike. Look down for a moment, and that's 1-1. I used to drink pickle juice. I did too, Chris. Castillo comes set. A ball and a strike to Teoscar Hernandez. Swing and a miss. Slider dropped out of sight, and it's 1-2. Especially like as an athlete growing up, your muscles get a little tight. You drink that pickle juice, and it helps you out. Hernandez stands back in. Castillo from the stretch gets his sign. And the 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss on a sinker downstairs. He got him. And a strikeout for Luis Castillo. Just another slider got Hernandez way out in front. It dropped out of sight. And there's one away here with runners on first and second. That's a big first out for Castillo. Now Dalton rushing to the plate. First pitch to him, misses inside on a fastball. It's ball 1, 1-0. Castillo from the stretch comes set. And the 1-0 pitch on the way, swinging a line drive over second base and into right field for a base hit. To the ball quickly is Canzone. His throw to the plate comes all the way through to hold the runner at third. and the bases are loaded for the second straight inning here for the Dodgers. So a base hit just over the leaping Cole Young at second base. Finds the green grass in right field. The runners move station to station. And the bases are loaded here with one out for LA. What up, CH? We got a good one brewing here at Dodger Stadium. Back and forth action. And a lot of offense. Bases loaded for the Dodgers. One man out. And Shohei Ohtani's at the plate and takes strike one on a pitch that probably should have been called a ball. No challenge from Ohtani, and it's 0-1. Ohtani stands back in. Castillo from the stretch comes set. And the 0-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss on a fastball by Ohtani, and now it's 0-2. And if you're Castillo, this next pitch should be nowhere near the strike zone. When you're up ahead, no balls and 2 strikes to a guy like Ohtani. If you like bacon, you have to try peanut butter and bacon sandwich on toast. Have you ever had a peanut butter pickle burger? Castillo comes set, and the 0-2 pitch on the way. Ohtani pokes it into center field. Look what I found. Base hit into center field. 1 run will come in to score. Maybe 2. Throw goes into second. Dodgers tie the game. Tucker stays at third, station to station. RBI single for Ohtani, and it's 4-4 here in LA. Just a little blooper off the end of the bat from Shohei. And it finds center field for a base hit RBI. Base is still loaded. Andy Pages will now come to the plate. Base is still full of Dodgers. Castillo comes set from the stretch. And his first pitch, Pages swing and a miss on a slider outside. It's 0-1. I was a bit annoyed earlier. There was a Clown and Fitzy's chat I have history with that I banned the crap out of. Hell yeah. Dude, the peanut butter pickle hamburger, oh my god, life-changing. Castillo comes set, and the 0-1 to Pages misses inside on a sinker, ball 1. 1-1 to Andy Pages, tied at 4 in the 4th. Back and forth action here at Dodger Stadium. Castillo looking to limit the damage. Castillo comes set again, and the 1-1 misses outside. Good reach there by Cal Raleigh, who got crossed on that pitch, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Hitters count now to Andy Pages with the bases loaded. Doesn't get any easier as well. Freddie Freeman waits on deck. Castillo from the stretch gets his sign, comes set. Runners get their leads off of their respective bases. The 2-1 swing and a miss tied him up inside on a changeup, and it's 2-2 to Pages now. And Castillo looking for a big strikeout if he can get it. Either a strikeout or a ground ball is what Castillo's looking for right here. Pages stands back in. Castillo comes set. And the 2-2 pitch on the way, swinging a foul ball out of play on a high fastball. It is a different mic than what I usually use, CH, yes. And it seems to work a lot better for this. 2-2 pitch. Swinging a ground ball, just foul, wide of third, and they'll do it again at 2-2. So Pages in a battle here against Castillo. He stands back in. Count still 2-2. With the bases loaded. Castillo from the stretch comes set. And the 2-2 pitch on the way, swinging a foul ball again. CH and Sinbin, I asked PAS if he likes anchovies on pizza. He didn't answer. I think he likes them. Oh no. Time called before the next pitch, so we got a brief pause here. Castillo from the stretch comes set. Another 2-2. Here she comes. Swing and a miss. Tied him up inside on a sinker. And a big strikeout for Castillo. Got him on the sinker. Castillo wins the battle. And a big strikeout for the Mariner right-hander. 2 away now with the bases loaded, and Freddie Freeman now the hitter. But first a mound visit here. 29 pitches in this inning for Luis Castillo. Mound visit in the middle of the diamond here for Seattle. It's the pitching coach this time who initiates it. My dad loves anchovies. I've tried them and they're not for me. Anchovies can go away and I will never know. Like, if you took all the anchovies off of planet Earth right now, I would never know unless somebody told me. I stay away from the anchovy business. Everybody splits back off to their respective designated areas. Freddie Freeman stands into the left-handed batter's box. Castillo from the stretch. Bases still loaded, 2 out. Castillo comes set. And the first pitch to Freeman misses outside, ball 1. Change up that time from Castillo. Castillo comes set again. And the 1-0 pitch on the way misses down on a slider. 2 balls and no strikes with nowhere to put Freddie Freeman. I tried them once, too salty. Castillo from the stretch gets his sign, comes set. And the 2-0 pitch on the way to Freeman. Swing and a miss on a sinker in his wheelhouse. He whiffed on it though, and it's 2-1. So 2 balls and a strike here to Freddie Freeman. Castillo comes set again. Runners get their leads. And a 2-1 pitch on the way, swinging a fly ball straight away center field. This ball's back into left center field, now out in front of the wall, and making the catch is Randy Arozarena just onto the warning track. Freddie Freeman nearly hit a grand slam, but this game remains tied 4-4 after 4 from Los Angeles. Wow. We need Zoidberg to come along and eat the anchovies. CH, he did answer the question on anchovies, and what's his take? He said he would not order them on the pizza, but he would eat them if they were already on the pizza. And that, my friends, is why he's a Mets fan. Boo! He's also a Jets fan. See, that I just feel sorry for him for, because I mean, I don't wish that pain upon anybody. We are back in the ballpark, and right now they're showing consecutive winning seasons in National League history. The Dodgers have 15 consecutive winning seasons going back to 2011 to 2025. Cardinals, Braves, Cardinals again, and Pirates are all tied at 15 as well on that list. So, meaning if the Dodgers win have another winning season, they set the National League record for most consecutive seasons. Crawford stands in, and he takes a fastball downstairs. We missed a pitch as well, so it's ball 1-1 to J.P. Crawford. One from Wroblewski, misses downstairs on another sinker, and it's 2 balls and a strike to J.P. Crawford. Wroblewski fires the 2-1. Crawford fouls it out of play off to the left. And they'll do it at 2-2 now. Yeah, they started talking about engagement nonsense and etc., so I left instead of waiting out that game. Crawford fouls off another one on a 4-seam fastball, stays 2-2. Are you talking like baseball engagement, or like get down on your knees and Chom's about to propose to another turkey? Wroblewski comes set. Here's the 2-2. Crawford has to bend out of danger inside, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes to start the 5th inning. He said he's from Jersey originally, and then he moved to Philly area later in life. I only know this from one of his streams. 3-2 to Crawford, swinging a line drive to the left side. Awkward bounce into the glove of Muncy. Off-balance throw, gets him by half a step. That was an awkward swing from Crawford. Hit it to the other side of the infield. Muncy was the only guy playing over there, and it had an awkward backspin on it that nearly kicked away from Muncy, but he stays with it and throws Crawford out on the run by half a step. 1 away here in the 5th. No joking about Fitzy's female friend, I think. Gotcha. Strike 1 to Cole Young. Back to the top of the order, the Mariners go. 1 out, nobody aboard here in the top half of inning number 5. Way outside on a sweeper, 1-1. Chom is already engaged to Imelda Reyes. That's why he's now Turkey Reyes. Here's the 1-1. Young fouls it off of Dalton Rushing behind the plate, and it's 1-2. Gina's son came to her house, and then PSA was talking about him being engaged. Brief pause in between pitches. Wroblewski now comes set. Ooh, Young was barely ready for it as he started his wind, and he skies it into left field for Teoscar Hernandez, and he makes the catch for out number 2. Wroblewski started his wind, and Cole Young hadn't even gotten his bat up yet. And there's 2 away here in the 5th inning. So 2 away, nobody aboard. Tie game at 4 here in the 5th inning. Here's Randy Arozarena. First pitch fastball, outside corner for a strike, and it's 0-1. Arozarena 0 for 2 in the ball game. Wroblewski quickly back to work. The 0-1 stays high on another fastball, 1-1. Nobody on, 2 out. Pitch from Wroblewski, misses down on a changeup in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike. Arozarena is homered in back-to-back games coming into play today. 0 for 2 so far. Wroblewski gets his sign. And the 2-1 pitch on the way, inside on a fastball. And it's 3 balls and a strike to Randy Arozarena. Next pitch, fouled off, slider. Little cue shot towards the dugout on the right side, and it's full, 3-2. Arozarena calls time, or actually, he did not. He just asked what the count was. And now Wroblewski ready to fire his 3-2. Swinging a high drive into left field. This ball's hammered down the line, into the corner, and this ball is over the wall. Is it fair or foul? It is foul by about a foot. And Arozarena just missed it. It was foul off to the left of the left field foul pole by about a foot. You could probably put a ruler in between the baseball and the pole and it would touch both sides. Wow. So now they back at it. Arozarena swings and misses at a fastball, and he goes down on strikes. Well, when you hit a foul ball home run, you're bound to strike out, and that's what happened there to Arozarena. Wroblewski with a 1-2-3 fifth, and we head to the bottom half. Mostly Fitzy and PAS. Take a look at some live score updates around the league right now. This game is 4-4 halfway through 5. Astros Angels tied at 2 apiece in the bottom of the 6th inning from Anaheim. Athletics, up 3-0 over Fitzy's Red Sox in the 7th. 4-3 Rockies have the lead over the San Diego Padres, Mr. CH, in the bottom of the 6th inning from San Diego, and the Brewers have a 5-0 lead over the Giants in San Francisco. Both of these guys still in the game at the moment as well. Both have given up 4 runs. Wroblewski has given up all 4 runs on home runs. And Castillo's given up just the 1 home run to Shohei Ohtani to lead things off in this game, just a few pitches in. Home runs for the Mariners belong to Julio Rodriguez, Cal Raleigh, and Rob Refsnyder. Ohtani with the home run. Freddie Freeman got a run home. He grounded into a double play, so he doesn't get credit for an RBI. And we're tied at 4. Back and forth we go here from Dodger Stadium. Yay, Brewers! Yep, they're up big in San Francisco against the G-Men. I don't know if the baseball Giants are referred to as the G-Men. I know the NFL Giants are. But if they aren't, well, too bad. I just did it anyway. We are back at the ballpark. First pitch to Max Muncy, leading things off in the 5th. Is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. So Castillo back out there, about to throw his 80th pitch to Muncy. The wind and the 0-1. Swing and a drive. Hammered into right field. This ball's way back and way gone. Max Muncy sends it into the bleachers, and the Dodgers jump back in front. It's 5-4. That ball was crushed. Well, there you go, CH. Dodgers back in front. Max Muncy absolutely obliterates that baseball on pitch number 80 from Castillo. And that is his 130th home run at Dodger Stadium. He has just tied Eric Karros for the most all-time in Dodger history at Dodger Stadium. And it's 5-4 Los Angeles. And now Mookie Betts will stand in. He attacks the first pitch, pops it straight up into the air. And back is the second baseman, Cole Young, in shallow right center field to make the catch. And there's 1 away. Castillo threw Muncy a breaking ball, and he hung it right over the middle of the plate, belt high, and Max Muncy absolutely tattooed that baseball. To think the Oakland A's cut him in 2017. Muncy, the Dodgers OG. Here's Tommy Edman. First pitch to him. He swings and fouls it out of play. And it's 0-1. That ball by Muncy was absolutely tattooed. They keep showing replays of it. And I'm on the Mariners broadcast, and they're still just showing replay after replay after replay. 0-1 pitch to Edman. Grounded first base side and foul. It's 1-1. Muncy in deep conversation in the Dodger dugout with Freddie Freeman. 2 veterans in this league. And then Shohei Ohtani standing right next to him as well. Looks like he's staring right into the camera. Oh. Thought I was going to become possessed for a moment. Here's the 0-2 to Edman. Misses inside on a sinker. And it is 1-2. Didn't have the count wrong. I apologize. It's 1-2 now to Tommy Edman. The wind and the 1-2. swinging a rocket, but foul off the first base side, and they'll do it at 1-2. I hate that. I've noticed that too with multiple replays. Yeah, they showed it like 5 different times just in between each pitch after it. I'm like, dude, I get it. He hit a home run. And I'm on the Mariners broadcast. None of your people watching this game want to see that replay that many times. Here's the 1-2. Little poke job into center field. That's going to fall in. Another one that was off the plate that a Dodger just lunges at, hits it off the end of the bat, and serves it into center field for a base hit. So a 1-out single there for Tommy Edman. So a runner on first here with 1 away in the 5th inning. 5-4 Los Angeles. Castillo at 86 pitches now, still on the bump. They haven't shown, I'm imagining there is action in the bullpen. They haven't shown it as of yet. Here's Kyle Tucker at the plate. And the first pitch to him, swinging a high pop-up straight up the chute. Off with the Mascal Raleigh towards the netting, and he has enough room. Makes the catch on the Dodger on deck circle. And he makes the catch, a pop out to the catcher for Kyle Tucker for out number 2. Cal Raleigh had a long way to go. He went from home plate all the way to almost the camera well next to the Dodger dugout. Makes the catch standing in there on deck circle that's covered with loose bats and weights and pine tar cans and everything, and he avoided all of it to make the catch, and there's 2 away. So now in stands Teoscar Hernandez. First pitch to him, swing and a miss on a fastball at the top of the strike zone. Castillo at 88 pitches now. I imagine this is his last batter. They have not shown any bullpen action, but I imagine there is here for the Mariners. Castillo comes set. And the 0-1 pitch on the way. Ooh, it hit Hernandez on the hand. It was a check swing, and Hernandez got drilled in the hand, and he is bent over in pain, shaking the right hand in pain. It was a check swing, and it hit him right in the right forearm, and he is in pain, bent over right in front of the Dodger dugout. About a quarter of the way up the third base line, he just kind of flailed after that one hit him, and he is in pain. He slowly makes his way to where he needs to go. Trainer's out to talk to him, gives him the thumbs up. Dave Roberts was out as well. Both Roberts and the trainer go back towards the dugout now. Hernandez is going to stay at the plate. They say he swung, I think. So it was a check swing, and Hernandez just swung at a pitch that hit him. I was wondering if he went around, and apparently he did. So now Hernandez stands in, and it's still 0-2. And now he pokes this one into right field, right at Canzone. Didn't even have to move, makes the catch, and the inning is over. Dodgers take the lead back on a home run by Max Muncy. We are at the end of 5 from LA. It's 5-4 Los Angeles. Had another hammer throw like Kirk last night in Game 1 of Cleveland versus Cincy. Hit the netting by the seats, though. Are you talking about when they swing and the bat goes flying? That happened in this game earlier, too. I'm going to walk away for just a second, guys.
Polanco sends it into right and will send Seattle to the American League Championship Series for the first time in 24 years. They will remember this night and this game. And
okay, I'm back. Sorry, guys.
In the Pacific Northwest.
I can't sit in one spot for a whole 3-hour baseball
He got the
game.
changeup, and he finally got one
So
through.
I literally just
Somebody
stood up and
finally
like
came through
walked
to be the hero.
and then
Jorge
came back.
Polanco.
Kirk broke a window behind the camera, well, third baseline. Yeah, I saw that.
Playoff games.
we may ever
I've
see.
noticed that a lot of MLB players are losing their
Ends
bats on
in the
swing.
15th inning.
I don't know
with
what's
the
going on,
longest tenured
but I feel like a lot of guys are doing that. We're back at the ballpark, though. Edwin Diaz is expected to get activated off the 60-day IL tomorrow, Mr. CH. Julio Rodriguez standing in against Wrobleski, who remains out there. Rodriguez swings at the first pitch, drives it in the air deep to right field, but the ballpark will hold it. Going back is Kyle Tucker to make the catch on the edge of the warning track. 1 pitch, 1 out to start the 6th inning. Julio Rodriguez, who hit a home run earlier, flies out on the first pitch here. Wrobleski sitting at 84 pitches. With 1 away here in the 6th inning, standing in now is Dom Canzone. Wrobleski winds in the first pitch. Fastball in for a strike at the top of the strike zone. So Wrobleski and Luis Castillo basically carbon copies of each other in terms of how their games have gone. But now the Dodgers most recently took the lead 5-4 in a Muncy home run. Here's the 0-1 to Canzone. Big swing and a miss on a fastball. And it's 0-2. Welcome back, Charles. Appreciate you. Check swing on a pitch way outside. No go by Canzone, and it's 1-2. Nobody on, 1 out. We're in the 6th inning. Wrobleski gets his sign, winds, and fires a 1-2. Canzone hits it in the air, deep into center field. This ball's way back, and this ball is way gone, dead center field for Dom Canzone. And guess what? This game is tied again. He drove it out of here to straightaway center field, and for the second time tonight, that is the second time Charles has entered the chat, and immediately a player for the Mariners hits a home run. Charles, for the rest of the game, I just need you to keep going in and out. But it's now 5-5 here in the 6th inning. Cal Raleigh at the plate. We missed a strike, and now he takes high. It's 1-1. Raleigh drives this one well foul down the left field line. And it's a ball and 2 strikes now to the big dumper who hit a home run earlier as well. Wrobleski at 91 pitches remains out there. A ball and 2 strikes to Raleigh. The pitch misses down on a changeup. Never shy away from a good voice crack as well. 2-2 to Raleigh, the pitch, swinging off the end of the bat, fouls it straight back. We'll do it again at 2-2. Action in the Dodger bullpen, they're showing it. Right-handed pitcher Brock Stewart is warming up out there for the Dodgers. Raleigh stands back in. Wrobleski fires, and strike 3 called. Outside corner fastball froze Raleigh, and that is out number 2. Appreciate it, Charles. Charles, every time you come back in here, a player hits a home run. Now Josh Naylor will stand in. He takes a first pitch sinker for a strike. And it's 0-1. Nobody on, 2 out, but a run home in the inning on another home run for the Mariners. They've scored all 5 runs on the long ball. 0-1, Naylor inside, called strike, and there's our first ABS challenge of the night. It took us all the way to the 6th inning before we got an ABS challenge. Naylor will challenge it. It was originally called a strike, and it'll be overturned. And it's 1-1. Isn't Sham able to stream now? I believe he is, yes. Naylor stands back in. Here's the 1-1. Naylor shoots it to the left side and foul. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. I think it's worth mentioning as well that the Dodgers have their infield shifted to the right as much as they can here in 2026. Shortstop Betts is playing way up the middle. 1-2 to Naylor. Outside. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wroblewski at 90, oh my gosh, stutters. 97 pitches here in the 6th inning now. The deuces are wild, as the late Vin Scully would say. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Breaking ball ripped to the right side over Freeman's head and into right field for a base hit for Naylor. And a 2-out hit for the Mariners keeps it going. Wroblewski sitting at 98 pitches, just gave up a hit. See what Dave Roberts wants to do here with Rob Refsnyder, who took him deep earlier in the ball game. And there is no movement right now from the Dodger dugout. They're going to let Refsnyder go. And it's a lefty versus righty at bat in favor of Refsnyder here. First pitch, fastball in for a strike. Refsnyder 1 for 2 in the ball game with that home run that he hit off the left field foul pole. Stands in. Pitch number 100 is a breaking ball in for a strike, and it's 0-2 to Refsnyder. And now this next pitch will be pitch number 101 from Justin Wroblewski. Comes set, the 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Runner was on the move, but it does not matter. And Wroblewski goes over 100 pitches to get out of the inning, but not before Dom Canzone sends it to straightaway center field, a home run to tie the game at 5-5 here in Dodger Stadium. We'll see if we get a new pitcher into the game for the Mariners as well. They have not indicated any substitutions as of yet for the Mariners. Dodgers will send Dalton Rushing, Shohei Ohtani, and Andy Pages to the plate. And now we are going to get a substitution. Gabe Spire will be the new pitcher into the game for the Mariners. Get stats on him here in a moment. He has appeared in 33 games on the season. He comes in with a 2-2 record. ERA is good for Gabe Spire, 1.95 ERA. Just 27.2 innings pitched, though. 24 strikeouts in that span. He was born in Santa Barbara, California, so he's playing about 90 miles or so away from where he grew up here at Dodger Stadium tonight. His first task will be the 9-hole and Dalton Rushing, and then it flips back over to Shohei Ohtani and Andy Pages. This mic makes you sound different than the PS5 mic you use. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Mariners are now showing their 50th season commercial for about the 100th time of the broadcast. Luis Castillo's day is done. He pitched 5 innings. He gave up 11 hits and 5 runs, but we're still in this, baby. It's a tie game at 5-5. Gabe Spire back on the bump. Rushing, squares around a bunt, pulls it back, takes a sinker for a strike, and the bottom of the 6th is underway. It makes you sound younger if you take that as a compliment. I mean, I'm only 23, so that doesn't really bother me yet. 0-1 to Rushing, swinging a ground ball right side. That is a foul ball. It actually deflected off of the backhanded try from Naylor, but it was foul, and it's 0-2 now to Dalton Rushing. Stereo sound. Rushing stands back in. Spire gets a sign and comes set. And the 0-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Got him on a fastball. And a good start to the inning for Gabe Spire. It's the strikeout of Dalton Rushing to start this 6th inning. And there's one away. Now Shohei Ohtani is 2 for 2. Takes way outside on a slider, ball 1. Ohtani with a RBI single his last time. He also hit a home run to lead off the game way back in the 1st. The other one makes you sound 50. Alrighty then. Ohtani takes a sinker for a strike, and it's 1-1. Outer half of the plate there from Gabe Spire. Ohtani stands back in. Spire comes set. And the 1-1 pitch on the way. Ohtani high chopper towards second. One hop into the glove of Cole Young and throws to Naylor in time for out number 2. It was a very high chopper. That hit the bat of Ohtani and hit the dirt right in front of the plate before the grass starts, and it just flew all the way to Young on that one bounce for out number 2. And now the last hope in the 6th inning here for the Dodgers will be Andy Pages. Spire from the stretch comes set. First pitch to Pages. Breaking ball, got the call at the knees for a strike. Might have been a little low there, but we'll take it. It's strike 1. Spire set. And the 0-1 pitch on the way, swinging a line drive into center field. Julio barely has to move to make the catch, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers. Spire with a good outing out of the bullpen. We head to the 7th in a 5-5 game from Dodger Stadium. And why not? Let's get some score updates from the live games going on right now. In Anaheim, still tied at 2 apiece. Astros have a couple runners aboard with 2 out in the 7th inning. The Athletics still leading 3-0 over the Red Sox. However, the Red Sox have runners at the corners with 2 out in the 8th inning. So hopefully Fitzy can get something for him over there. Padres and Rockies, 5-4. Colorado has the lead in the top half of inning number 7. And the Brewers are still winning 5-0 over the Giants in the 7th inning as well. It's okay. Sam likes to bully me, guys. Guys, ask Sam how his Pirates did today. I should be sleeping, but I never sleep well when I'm on call. What do you do, Chris? I install garage doors. I don't mean this in a rude way at all. You have to be on call for that? We are back at the ballpark here in the 7th inning. Wilson will be the leadoff man here for the Mariners. Brock Stewart, the new pitcher in the game for the Dodgers. Stewart has appeared in 13 games on the season. He's got a 2.03 ERA, so he's been good, but in only 13.1 innings pitched. So minimal sample size for Stewart to this point. Wilson fouls a fastball straight back, and it's 1-1. Yeah, it's annoying. It's in case the company gets a service call after hours. Got it. Next pitch from Stewart. Called a strike on a pitch that looked like a ball, but they just showed the strike zone on the broadcast, and it was a strike. That's why I'm not a home plate umpire in the major leagues, and it's 1-2. That's what I thought, Foster. Too chicken to answer. Yeah, the Braves lost yesterday, but it was like a rest day for their entire bullpen. That one misses down and away on a sweeper. 2-2 the count. Makes sense if your door won't open because it's stuck and you need to get to work. Yeah. Stewart set. Here comes the 2-2. The pitch. Swinging a broken bat, ground ball left side. The sharpnel goes out right past Muncy, who bobbles and recovers and throws him out. Max Muncy has made a couple of good plays over there at third base today. He broke his bat in half and it went flying further than the baseball did, right into the 6-hole. And there's one away. The bat went flying. Betts had to do a little hula dance to get out of the way at shortstop, and there's one away here in the 7th inning. As Muncy stayed with it with the pieces of the bat flying at him. Now just J.P. Crawford, first pitch to him. Fastball misses outside. It's ball 1. The ump tonight in D.C. was awful. Stewart comes set. Crawford awaits a 1-0. And the pitch. Swinging a rope. Foul down the right side, and it's 1-1. If Dreyer or Phillips comes into the game, I'm out. Seattle wins. Yep, seen a couple shattered bats this week as well. But dang, no hula dance calls for me yet. That's my first one in a watch party. I found a way to do it. Stewart set. Here comes the 1-1 to Crawford. Swinging a fly ball center field straight away. In fact, it doesn't even get out that far. Back is Mookie Betts to make the catch from shortstop. And there's 2 away. Now at 2 away here in the 7th inning. Nobody aboard for the Mariners. Cole Young will now stand in here for Seattle. Stewart from the stretch comes set. And the first pitch, swinging a ground ball right side. That'll be yanked foul past Freeman at first. And it's 0-1. 5-5 our score. We're in the 7th inning here at Dodger Stadium. Back and forth affair has been very entertaining throughout. Stewart comes set, and the 0-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss on a fastball. It's 0-2 to Cole Young now. A little more time in between pitches here. Young now stands back in. Stewart from the stretch comes set. And the 0-2 pitch on the way. Breaking ball misses way outside, and it's 1-2. Stewart again comes set. And the 1-2 pitch on the way. Young off the fist pops it up behind first. Into right field now it goes, and Kyle Tucker will squeeze it to end the inning. Mariners go 1-2-3 in the 7th, and it's time to stretch here at Dodger Stadium. Sam, I'm doing it to you again. It's time to stretch. I'm doing it to you again.
3-2. Polanco sends it into right and will send Seattle to the American League Championship Series for the first time in 24 years. They will remember this night and this game and that swing in the Pacific Northwest forever.
He got the changeup, and he finally got one through. Somebody finally came through to be the hero. Jorge Polanco. What a game.
One of the greatest playoff games we may ever see. Ends in the 15th inning with the longest tenured Mariner, J.P. Crawford, scoring the winning run.
All right. Got CH's link pinned in the chat. Thank you, Sam, for putting that in there. I've got game one here tonight from a Mariners perspective. If you want to see the Dodgers perspectives for games 2 and 3, CH has got you covered. He will be live tomorrow night and Thursday night for games 2 and 3 of this series over on his channel. And if this is a sign of things to come here tonight, we are in for a few days of treats from Dodger Stadium. Tied at 5. We get a new pitcher into the game for the Mariners as well. Jose Ferrer will come in, 48 games under his belt, 2.72 ERA in 43 innings, 36 strikeouts to 13 walks. He will come in to face Freddie Freeman as the leadoff man here for the Dodgers. Bottom 7 tied at 5 from Dodger Stadium. Ferrer from the stretch. And the first pitch to Freeman, swinging a line drive the other way and foul. It's 0-1. And the next pitch to Freeman, little chopper goes foul, first base side that time. And it's 0-2. Sinbin's link in the chat as well. He's got all kinds of sports action for you. 2 streams today, 2 baseball streams today for Mr. Sinbin. Ferrer set, here comes the 0-2 to Freeman. Swing and a foul ball off to the left. Guardians Reds earlier for Mr. Sinbins. Ended it with Blue Jays and Nationals. 0-2 to Freeman. Swinging a ground ball foul. They'll do it again. Freddie Freeman has made a career out of 2 strike at-bats. He might not get a base hit every time, but he extends at-bats like no other. You saw it in his time, his long tenure in Atlanta. He's carried it over to the Dodgers now. And the 0-2. Freeman, little dinker back in front of the mound. Ferrer comes off and spins and throws to first. And the ball is dropped by Josh Naylor. And Freeman gets aboard on an error, I believe is going to be called. Ferrer comes off the mound, throws it to first, and Josh Naylor just dropped the ball with Freeman going down the line. Let's take a look at this. This throw might have come into the runner a little bit. As Ferrer flipped it to first, Naylor, he tried to reach back into the base path and make the catch with Freeman bearing down on him. He couldn't squeeze it, so Freeman's aboard on an error. And now Max Muncy lines the first pitch up the middle. Crawford's got it, steps on the bag for 1, and throws it to first, a double play. How about that? So an error erased immediately, and a double play turned by Seattle. 6 unassisted to 3, a double play. 2 away here in the 7th inning. And now Mookie Betts will be the hitter with nobody aboard. Betts calls timeout before the first pitch. Now he stands back in. Ferrer from the stretch gets his sign. And the first pitch to Betts. In there on the inside corner for a strike on a sinker. And it's 0-1. Mr. Fitzy's link just dropped in there as well. He is currently calling Red Sox and A's from Sacramento. 0-1 to Betts, stays high, and it's ball 1-1. His Red Sox did get on the board, but so did the A's again. It's 4-1 heading to the 9th inning in Sacramento. 1-1 to Betts, swing and a miss on a changeup, pulled the string on him that time, and it's 1-2. Fair gets his sign, comes set. And the 1-2 pitch on the way, swinging a line drive into center field. Julio coming on. He dives and makes the catch. Julio Rodriguez shows off his range in the no-fly zone in Los Angeles. And that one ends the inning. We head to the 8th. Arozarena is due up for the Mariners. Got all our boys' links in the chat. Yes, sir. Thank you, Sam. And with a pin of Mr. CH, because he's got games 2 and 3 of this series from Dodger Stadium. Game 1 here tonight from a Mariners fan perspective, and then a Dodgers fan's perspective. Games 2 and 3 tomorrow and Thursday over on CH's channel. The pinned link in the chat. Fast game for 5-5. The pace of this game has been amazing. We've been going we're about to hit the 2-hour mark. First pitch was at 7:10 Pacific, 10:10 Eastern. And we're about to hit the 2-hour mark, but we're not even there yet. And we're going to the 8th inning already. Brock Stewart looks like he's going to remain out there for the Dodgers as well. He has 12 pitches so far. It'll be Arozarena, Rodriguez, and Canzone here in the 8th inning as we are back here at Dodger Stadium with Arozarena standing in. Stewart comes set, and the first pitch of the inning is way upstairs. 4-1 on a sinker that time. That was more of a rise ball like in softball. So 1 ball, no strikes. Alex Vesia warming up out in the Dodger bullpen as well. Stewart comes set. Here is the 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike on a fastball. And it's 1-1. Arozarena stands back in. Stewart from the stretch gets his sign. And the 1-1 pitch on the way. Swing off the end of the bat. Blooper into center field. Coming on is Pages. And he glides to make the catch for out number 1. Arozarena, a flyout victim to start the 8th inning. And they are showing yet another 50 Seasons commercial, because why not? Just in case you forgot, it's the 50th season of Mariners baseball. District Nation, yes sir. Julio Rodriguez, 1 for 3 in the ball game, will stand in. He hit a home run earlier. First pitch from Stewart. Breaking ball got the call on the outside corner. No challenge from Rodriguez, and it's 0-1. Stewart comes set again. No balls in. 1 strike to Julio. And the pitch. In there for a strike on a sinker at the knees. And it's 0-2. As we mentioned, Rodriguez 1 for 3 in the ball game with a home run earlier. No balls and 2 strikes. Stewart comes set. And the 0-2 pitch on the way, swinging a blooper into center field off the end of the bat, over the head of Tommy Edman and into center for a base hit for Julio. His second hit of the ball game. And the Mariners have a 1-out base runner here in the 8th inning. That one was way out of the strike zone as well, and Julio just served it into center field for a base hit. And here comes Dave Roberts to come get Stewart. He exits with 1 out here in the 8th inning. A runner is aboard, responsible for him as well. And it's 5-5 in LA. A pitching change here for the Dodgers, and I believe it'll be Alex Vesia. Let me confirm. It will be Alex Vesia, yes, who has appeared in 46 games before this one here today. He's 1-1 on the season record-wise, 2.55 ERA and 35.1 innings pitched. Is an even 50 strikeouts on the season. Career ERA of 2.88. Born in Alpine, California, drafted in 2018 by the Miami Marlins in round 17. Vesia, not typically a guy that goes more than one inning. His past 3 appearances have both lasted 1.0 innings pitched, 0.2 innings pitched, and then 1.0 innings pitched. Most recently on July the 25th in New York against the Mets. He pitched 1 inning, gave up a walk. He also struck out a batter. No hits, no runs. Six total home runs in the ball game between these two teams, and the hardest hit one actually belongs to Max Muncy at 109.9 miles an hour off the bat. Shohei was next at 109.1, but 6 combined home runs in this game. Runner takes off on the first pitch, and the throw into second. Rosarena's in there, Rodriguez is in there. He steals second base as the throw trickles into center field. Rodriguez didn't see it, and he's at second base as the cameras were cutting all over the place to start that, so I couldn't really see what was happening there. So runner on second now here for the Mariners in the 8th. Dom Canzone, the hitter. He's behind 0-1 in the count. Vesia looks back at Rodriguez. The pitch, high fly ball, center field and deep. This ball's crushed. Back out near the wall. This ball is gone. Dom Canzone to dead center field again. And the Mariners take a 7-5 lead in the 8th. He got a hanger, and he demolished it. He flipped his bat and watched it fly. Rodriguez celebrated right off the crack of the bat at second base as well. And the Mariners take a 7-5 lead in the 8th inning off of Alex Vesia. And the next pitch to Cal Raleigh misses high. How about it, Seattle? 7th home run combined in this game. Here's the 1-0 to Raleigh, misses inside. And it's 2-0 to the big dumper. Game over. Later, y'all. Sorry, CH. Raleigh with a big swing and a miss on a breaking ball, and it's 2-1. Mariners have hit a season-high 5 home runs tonight. 7 combined in this game. 5 of them belong to the Mariners. Losing to sub-500 teams again. You guys will be fine. Raleigh takes just off the plate. 3 balls in a strike now from Vesia. So many home runs, Chris. Now Raleigh ahead of the count. Vesia fires a 3-1 in there on the inside corner for a strike. 3-2. Oops. Oh, I messed that up bad. There we go. Vesia comes set. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the big dumper. The pitch. Fastball inside corner, strike 3 called. Raleigh's going to challenge it, but I think he's going to lose it. Let's see. ABS challenge for the big dumper. Strike 3 called, and ABS says, yep, that was the right call. It's a strikeout of Cal Raleigh. And there's 2 away here in the 8th inning. Wong 2-run homer in the 9th. Are you joking? Did he actually? Did we get a Wong Dong and I wasn't there to say Wong Dong in Fitzy's chat? Ball 1 to Josh Naylor. Misses just downstairs. You're serious? Oh, man. Good for him. Mariners take a 7-5 lead here in the 8th inning. Naylor swings and misses at a fastball, and it's 1-1. Game ended on a catch at the center field wall. Did the A's hang on then? 1-1 to Naylor. Breaking ball in at the knees for a strike. And it's 1-2 to Josh Naylor, who's 2 for 3 in the ball game. Nobody on, 2 out, but a couple runs home that gave the Mariners the lead. Yep, they hung on. Ugh, sorry, Fitzy. Naylor calls time before this next pitch. The count is 1-2. Now he stands back in. Vesia set. And the 1-2 pitch on the way. Swinging a foul ball out of play off to the left. Count still 1-2. Naylor takes his time around the plate. Home plate umpire getting foul balls is the reason for that, as they reset the pitch clock. Naylor looks like he's having some discomfort in his right hand. He keeps shaking it around. We'll have to check on that. As Vesia comes set, and the 1-2 pitch on the way, Naylor takes downstairs, and it's 2-2. Naylor looks like he's grimacing in pain. He keeps shaking around that right hand as if he is in pain. Stands back in, though, for a 2-2. The deuces are wild. Naylor swings and misses. He drops the bat down, and he is shaking that hand. Naylor's hurt. He swings and misses for a strikeout. Naylor drops the bat and starts shaking his hand in pain. So he's hurt. We'll take a look at that if we get an update. But the Mariners take the lead in the inning, courtesy of Dob Canzone, doing it again. 7-5 Seattle in LA. Four to 3, A's got a run in the bottom of the 8th. Damn. Sinbin, did Dr. Delay like your new logo once he saw it? I like your new logo. I think it fits very well. Is he pulling a Valdez, a bruised hand? Can't remember if he said anything. No, Josh Naylor, on that strike 3, on the one that he just swung at, he let go of the bat with that hand really early, and then he just kind of threw the bat down and looked like he was in pain. So that's not a good look. I don't know what would have happened. went to Twitter to see if I could find if anything was happening with Josh Naylor, if anybody had something, and it's just saying, Josh Naylor's a swab, he sucks. I'm like, okay, guys, that's why I don't look at Twitter for anything. I should have learned my lesson a while ago on that, but I did not. Tommy Edman is the leadoff man here for the Dodgers, bottom 8. And it's no balls and a strike against Edward Bizardo, who comes into the game for the Mariners. Next pitch, breaking ball, hit on the ground to second base. Handled by Young, he flips to Naylor, who stays in the game at first base, and there's one away. So Naylor, in clear discomfort, stays in the game, though, and he's playing first base still for the Mariners. So one away here in the 8th inning. Kyle Tucker will be the hitter. They're in a 2-run Mariner lead. Edward Bizardo fires his first pitch to Tucker. Breaking ball falls in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Try to get some numbers on Bizardo here in a moment. 0-1 pitch on the way to Tucker is inside on a sinker. Ball 1-1. Bizardo on the season is appearing in his 50th game here tonight. He's 3-3. He's got a 2.93 ERA, 46 innings pitched, and 47 strikeouts coming into play today. What up, chum? What up, Fitzy? 1-1 misses down on a sweeper, 2 balls and a strike. Mariners have a 7-5 lead here against the Dodgers in the bottom of the 8th. We welcome those of you joining us over from Fitzy. Athletics defeated the Red Sox by a run in Sacramento. On the ground right side, backhanded by Young, and the throw is in time for the second out. So 2 up, 2 down to start the inning here for Bizardo. Sinbin, I set that premiere, I changed the time on it. I just set it to tomorrow. Unless you guys want one after I'm done here. I just thought it would be too late for most of you. Hernandez now stands in, fouls the first pitch off to the right, and it's 0-1. What up, chum? How's it going? Fitzy, how you doing? How are you guys? We've had a back-and-forth game here from Dodger Stadium. Hernandez swings and misses at a sinker, and it's 0-2. 7 combined home runs in this game, 5 of them by the Mariners. No, you're okay, Sinbin. I just figured it would be too late for most of you by the time I'm done here. Hernandez skies this one down the right field line, down the line, and into the seats, a souvenir. And the count will remain 0-2. Doing good, Fitzy? Yes, sir. No balls, 2 strikes to Hernandez. Swing and another flare down the right field line. Long run for Naylor, and he runs out of room, and he does a little jump into the netting down the first baseline as well. And comes up shaking that hand again. I don't know what's wrong with Josh Naylor. There is something not right with his hand. More action in the Mariner bullpen, and it's the closer, Andres Munoz. No balls and 2 strikes, the pitch. Off the end of the bat, into left field. Arozarena comes on and makes the catch. And Edward Bizardo does his job. A 1-2-3 inning for the Mariners in the 8th inning. And we head to the 9th, a 2-run lead for Seattle in Game 1 of this 3-game series. Still 4 games active around the majors right now. This game with the Mariners leading at 7-5. In Los Angeles, in Anaheim, I should say, the Angels and Astros tied it 2 apiece in the 9th inning. Runners at the corners for Houston. Padres tied the game against the Rockies. They're in the top of the 8th. 6-6 the score. The Rockies, though, have the bases loaded against San Diego right now. Brewers have extended their lead over the Giants to 8-0. They're in the bottom of the 8th inning in San Francisco. And the Athletics and Red Sox game has gone final 4-3. The Athletics beat Fitzy's Red Sox. Fitzy, I heard we got a Connor Wong dong. Astros lead 3-2. That score just changed after I said it. Oh, mine's not updating for some reason. Mine still says 2-2. Interesting. We got a Wong dong. Damn. And I missed it. Got all kinds of dongs in this game, though, as we're finally back to the ballpark after what seemed like a 5-minute commercial break to start the 9th inning. Mariners 7 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. Dodgers 5 runs, 11 hits, no errors. New pitcher into the game for the Dodgers as well. No, it will not be, excuse me. Still Alex Vesia against Rob Refsnyder, who's 1 for 3 with a home run in this ball game. First pitch misses on a fastball upstairs. Watching that one, bottom 9 in Anaheim. Downstairs, ball 1, 1-1. To Rob Refsnyder. Jack Dreyer. Whoa, my gosh, my voice is a new pitcher. The Mariners' graphics just aren't changing fast enough for me. Jack Dreyer is the new pitcher for the Dodgers. Refsnyder takes high on a fastball. And it's 2 balls and a strike. Refsnyder hit that home run earlier. Now they changed the count again. It's 3-0. This is wild what the Mariners are doing. 3-0 pitch lined into left field. Hit well, back near the wall, and it's down off the base of the wall. Hernandez plays it on a hop, and Refsnyder cruises into second with the leadoff double. That voice crack was horrible, Fitzy. Drink some water, Andy. Yeah, my voice, my throat is getting dry. I downed all my water that I had already. Sounded like... Okay. We're going to get a pinch runner here as well. So Refsnyder hits the double. He's going to get a pinch runner, and it's going to be Luke Raley who comes off the bench to pinch run for him. Runner on second, nobody out here in the 9th inning. Mariners looking for some insurance, and Wilson will be the hitter. Dreyer comes set, first pitch. Wilson, swing and a miss on a slider. It's 0-1. Wilson 0 for 3 in the ball game. Dreyer comes set. And the 0-1 pitch on the way. Breaking ball misses down. They appeal the first on a check swing. He did not go. And it's 1-1. Refsnyder, former Red Sox. He went deep earlier in this game. He hit the left field foul pole. 1-1 to Wilson. Breaking ball falls in for a strike that time. And it's 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes, the pitch. Fastball misses inside, slider rather misses inside, and it's 2-2. Runner at second base is Luke Raley, who's pinch running for Refsnyder. Dreyer set the 2-2. Wilson checks his swing, appeal the first. They say he did not go. It was close, and it's 3-2 on a high fastball. So now the count runs full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Dreyer set, And the 3-2 on the way. Breaking ball swing, and Messi struck him out. And there's one away here in the 9th inning. I was exaggerating. I know you were. Surface of the book, Chomp. Joe Chomsky, are you still in here? CH heard the home run, and he was out. Sorry, CH, if you're still listening. Here's JP Crawford, who will stand in now. First pitch to him. Fastball in for a strike on the inside corner. Dreyer gets his sign, comes set. Raley off the second base, a look back once from Dreyer. And the 0-1 pitch on the way. Crawford swings and fouls it straight back. It's 0-2 quickly to the Mariner shortstop. I know how to summon Chom. Chat was really messed up with translations tonight in my stream. It's been messed up on my end too, Sinbin. It's weird. Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Chomsky. Clap, clap. Maybe if we start doing like turkey calls. Dreyer comes set. 0-2 to Crawford. Stays high. Fastball. Misses upstairs. 1-2. Astros 3, Angels 2. Final score. Dreyer comes set, and the 1-2 to Crawford misses way outside on a slider, and it's even now, 2-2. Hader 1-2-3 9th. Done it again to the Los Angeles Angels. Doesn't matter what team it is, it feels like. Dreyer set, Crawford in a battle. Looks back once at Raley, and the 2-2. Breaking ball, top of the strike zone, strike 3 called. And there's 2 away here in the 9th inning. Crawford goes down looking on a backwards K. So 2 away here in the 9th. Last chance for the Mariners to add on some insurance, and it'll come into the hands of Cole Young on the top of the Mariner order. Runner on second is Luke Raley, 2 away, 7-5 Seattle, top 9. Dreyer comes set, and his first pitch. Young checks his swing on a high fastball. He did not go, and it's ball 1. Dreyer looks back at Raley once, and the 1-0 pitch on the way, swinging a line shot over the head of Freeman, but foul, and it's 1-1. Andres Munoz warming up in the Mariner bullpen, getting ready for the bottom of the 9th. Mariners looking to make it more of a cushion than this 2-run lead that they have currently. Dreyer from the stretch gets his sign. Looks back at Raley. And the 1-1. Swinging a drive into the gap, right center field. Going back on it is Pages. He makes a backpedaling catch and goes back against the wall there in center field for the 3rd out. All right, here we go. It's closing time from Dodger Stadium. To the bottom of the 9th we go. Munoz has got 3 outs to get in the bottom of the 9th in LA. It'll be Andres Munoz to come in and try to close this baby out here for the Mariners. And take game 1 away from the Dodgers here in Dodger Stadium. The Dodgers will send the 9-1 and 2 hitters to the plate, which is concerning. A 2-for-3 Dalton Rushing will lead things off, and then it flips back over to Shohei Ohtani, who's already gone deep once in this ball game, and then Andy Pages. And if it gets to the point, the fourth up in this inning will be Freddie Freeman. They have not officially said that Munoz is coming into the game as of yet. And now they do update it. Fastball sits in the high 90s to triple digits range for Munoz. 40 appearances on the season, 3-4 record. 3.86 ERA. Dalton Rushing will be the first guy to face him. Each team has one ABS challenge remaining. 18 of 23 in save opportunities on the season. Bottom 9. First pitch from Munoz to Rushing is in the dirt, ball 1. Like and subscribe, please, if you haven't already. Thank you, Sin Bin. I appreciate it. 1-0 pitch to Rushing, misses away on a fastball at 100 miles an hour, and it's 2-0. Mariners 3 outs away from getting a win here in Dodger Stadium. Some defensive changes for the Mariners, well, just one. Victor Robles comes into the game to play left field for Randy Arozarena. So Arozarena takes a seat. Victor Robles is in left field defensively for the Mariners. Next pitch fouled away by Rushing, 2 balls and a strike. Munoz set, 2-1 pitch. Rushing fouls it out of play, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Time called before this next pitch. Rushing now stands back in. Munoz from the stretch comes set. And the 2-2 pitch on the way, swinging a ground ball past the mound, snared behind short by Crawford with a bobble on a dive, and he can't make the play. Crawford dives and smothers the ball, but he had no chance to get Rushing, and that's what you were afraid of. Rushing aboard to start this inning, and now Shohei Ohtani will come to the plate, representing the tying run. So the tying run at the plate now here for the Dodgers. Rushing on at first, nobody out. Here's Ohtani. First pitch, fastball, swinging away and fouling it away. It's 0-1. Ruh-roh Raggy. See, on my end, Sinbin, that translated to some hieroglyphics, and then it says Raggy's Spirits. 0-1. Ohtani rips it to the right side over the head of the second baseman Young into right center, and that's going to roll all the way to the wall. Both of the outfielders misplay it, and now it's bobbled out there in right field. Ohtani's on his way to third. Throw comes into the infield, and it's a RBI triple to make it a 1-run game, and there's still nobody out. Ohtani hit it into right center field, and it went all the way to the wall. Rushing came around to score easily, and then it was bobbled out there by Victor Robles, who just came into the game defensively. Ohtani's at third, representing the tying run, and there's still nobody out. My goodness. And now Andy Pages stands in and takes a curveball for a strike. Infield plays in here for the Mariners. Don't know what officially they scored that as. I think Ohtani was on his way to third no matter what, to be honest. No balls and 2 strikes now to Pages after he fouls off the next pitch. One-run ball game, tying run 90 feet away for the Dodgers. Munoz comes set. And the 0-2 pitch on the way to Pages. He got him to chase it outside. It's a strikeout. And a big strikeout at that for Andres Munoz. 1 away. Got him to chase it way outside. And now the hitter will be the dangerous Freddie Freeman, who's got a hit today. He's 1 for 4. First pitch from Munoz. Misses down. Ball 1, 1-0. Drop that K in the chat. Tying run 90 feet away for the Dodgers. Freeman stands in. Munoz from the stretch gets his sign. Infield continues to play in. 1-0 pitch. And it's a fastball right down the pipe at 103 from Munoz, fouled off by Freeman, and it's 1-1. Munoz comes set. And the 1-1 pitch to Freeman in the dirt. Good stop by Cal Raleigh behind the plate. And it's 2 balls and a strike. The intensity building with every pitch in this game. It's been a back and forth affair all night long. Freeman stands in ahead in the count, 2 balls and a strike. Munoz from the stretch gets his sign. And the 2-1 pitch on the way. Freeman grounds it to the right side. Naylor's got it. He looks back, Ohtani, and steps on the bag. 2 out, and Ohtani has to stay put. Beautiful. Two outs now here in the ninth. The Dodgers will need a base hit to get the tying run home, and it all comes down to Max Muncy, who hit a home run earlier. And Ohtani stayed put. Beautiful job by by Munoz to get the ground ball. What up, Joe Chomsky? Mound visit here from just the infielders. No coaches out. The infielders are huddled around the mound briefly. They just now broke out and are going back to their respective places. 1 out to get for the Mariners, bottom 9. Tying run Ohtani represented at third base. Muncy will be the hitter. Two out, bottom 9. Munoz from the stretch comes set. And the first pitch to Muncy. Swing and a miss on a slider. And it's 0-1. Swung right over the top of it, dipped it out of sight. No balls in a strike. Munoz comes set. And the 0-1 pitch on the way. Fastball misses just downstairs, ball 1. 102 miles an hour. That one barely missed. Munoz comes set. Muncy awaits a 1-1. Here she comes. Way up and away. And it's hitter's count now to Muncy. 2 balls and a strike. 7-6 Seattle, bottom 9. 2 out. Tying run 90 feet away, represented by Ohtani. 2 balls and a strike to Max Muncy. Munoz set. And the 2-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Got him with a slider downstairs. And the Mariners are a strike away from taking game 1 of the series. Just dipped out of sight again on Max Muncy. Beautiful pitch. And now Munoz got 1 strike to get here. Muncy stands back into the box. Munoz from the stretch. And the 2-2 pitch on the way. Swinging a ground ball foul. They'll do it again. Intensity raising with every pitch. And Muncy just able to get a piece of it on another slider that dipped out of sight. Munoz from the stretch. The deuces are wild, as the late Vin Scully would say. Munoz comes set. The 2-2 pitch. Swinging a foul ball out of play again. And they'll do it again at 2-2. What a battle here. Munoz had 20 pitches in this save opportunity. Ohtani gets his lead off the third. Munoz gets his sign and comes set. And the 2-2 pitch on the way, swinging another foul ball, barely getting a piece of it as Muncy, who had to reach out into the other batter's box to make contact with that one. And what a battle we're witnessing right now. Still 2-2. Munoz gets his sign, comes set. And the 2-2 pitch on the way, breaking ball almost hit him. And it's full count at 3-2. Comes in near the kneecaps, and it's full at 3-2. And we're going to pay off pitch now here to Max Muncy. Three balls and 2 strikes. Munoz from the stretch comes set. And the 3-2 pitch on the way, misses outside, ball 4. And Muncy draws a walk and a tremendous at-bat, and now that's going to make way to a mound visit here with runners at the corners. And now the potential winning run is on base for the Dodgers, still 2 away. And the hitter will be Mookie Betts, but first a mound visit here by Seattle. Still don't know who Vince Scully is. It's Vin, B-I-N, Scully, S-C-U-L-L-Y. Look him up. Look him up, Chom, please. Mound visit continues. Now it breaks up. 2 out, bottom 9, 1-run ball game. Mariners on top. Runners at the corners for the Dodgers. Mookie Betts will be the hitter. Tying run 90 feet away for the Dodgers. Potential winning run at first base for the Dodgers. Both runners get their leads. Munoz comes set. And the first pitch to Betts. Way up and in. Ball 1, 1-0. Munoz at 24 pitches now here in the 9th inning. Dodgers making him work. Betts stands back in. Munoz comes set, and the 1-0 pitch inside, 2-0. And Muncy steals second base without any play. They disregard that, so now the tying run is at third and the winning run is at second base. Both in scoring position now here for the Dodgers. 2 balls and no strikes to Betts. Munoz kicks and fires, and it's a breaking ball in for a strike. 2-1. So now second and third here for the Dodgers. Hitters count to Betts. Munoz set. And the 2-1 pitch on the way, swinging a foul ball out of play. And once again, the Mariners are 1 strike away here in LA. The deuces are wild, as the late Vin Scully would say so many times in this building. And the Mariners looking to spoil the party here for the Dodgers. Munoz comes set. And the 2-2 pitch on the way, didn't bite. He almost did, but he didn't on a slider outside. And it's full at 3-2. Three balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. 2 runners on. Munoz set. The 3-2 pitch on the way. Swinging a ground ball to short. Crawford's got it. Throw to first is in time. And the Mariners have won it. The Mariners hang on and win a thriller 7-6 in Los Angeles. 7 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors by the Mariners. 6 runs, 13 hits, and no errors for the Dodgers. And the Mariners steal game 1 from LA at Dodger Stadium. What a game. What a game from Dodger Stadium, and the Mariners win it. Back and forth we went. And the long ball is what gave Seattle the route to this victory. Great broadcast, Andy. You have something special with your voice. It took me a while to realize this wasn't a stream of LA City radio. Appreciate it, Isle. Wait, is he? I thought that was an L. I'm sorry. Dag nabbit. My voice is going out, guys. That was a fun game. A lot of home runs. Tonight's storyline, season high, 5 home runs for the Mariners. Cal, Julio, Refsnyder, and Canzone went deep twice. Canzone, that was his second multi-home run game this season. His first was on opening night. And what a win for the Mariners today. Final line score, Mariners scored 1 in the second, 3 in the fourth, 1 in the sixth, 2 in the eighth for 7 runs, 10 hits, 2 errors. Dodgers scored 1 run in the first on the Shohei Ohtani leadoff homer, 1 in the third, 2 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, and then 1 in the bottom of the ninth, but not the tying run. Mariners hang on. Player of the game, in my opinion, is Dom Canzone, hitting 2 home runs in this one. Trident's up, Sinbin. The win goes to Ferrer out of the bullpen for the Mariners. He moves to 4-1, ERA at 2.66. The loss goes to Brock Stewart for the Dodgers out of the bullpen. He loses his first game of the season. He drops to 0-1, and his ERA moves to 2.45. And the save goes to Andres Munoz in the bottom of the ninth there with a 3.99 ERA. His 19th save of the season gives the Mariners the win from Dodger Stadium. And what a game this was. I'm sorry to Mr. CH, who I don't think is in here anymore after he saw that Dom Canzone home run. But his link is pinned in the chat for Mr. Sam. He will cover games 2 and 3 of this series tomorrow and Thursday. Wednesday, Thursday, Dodgers Mariners coverage from Mr. CH over on his channel. Mr. Sinbin, his link is in there somewhere as well. Sinbin, what do you got tomorrow? I'm sure Fitzy's got Red Sox A's again tomorrow as well. Colorado, San Diego, bottom 9, 7-7, only game still going. Houston, LA. Oh, sorry. Toronto, Washington at noon Central tomorrow for Sinbin. Houston, Angels, Astros, Angels, 8:30 p.m. Central over on Sinbin's channel. So we got baseball action going on. I will not be doing a watch party tomorrow. I unfortunately do have work. I might do some MLB The Show action tomorrow evening. So I will not be doing a watch party tomorrow. Braves and Mets have a doubleheader tomorrow as well, so we'll be paying attention to that. But I'm going to sign off for now. My voice is getting shot here as we approach 10 o'clock Pacific time here on the West Coast. Mariners win it 7-6 over the Dodgers. I appreciate everything. Shout out to Chris for the $10 donation as well. That was awesome earlier. Sinbin, I appreciate it. Everybody, I appreciate it. Have a good night. Mariners win it 7-6 over the Dodgers.